Hello, I'm Dr. Papia Bhattacharjee. In this problem, we have a function y equals e to the power 4x, and we have to find the slope of tangent line to the graph of this function at 0, 1. So recall first, what is the slope of tangent line? How do we find that slope? So slope of tangent line is nothing but the derivative of the function. So it's dy dx. But not just that, we have to actually figure out slope at this particular point. So we want to find slope at 0, 1. And so we have to evaluate the derivative of the function, and then we have to find that derivative at 0, 1. So what is the value at that point? And that will give us the slope of tangent line. All right. So let us recall, how do we evaluate the derivative of this function? So let me remind you that d dx of a function of the form e to the u, where u is a function of x, this derivative is, you just write down the function itself, is e to the u times, you have to take the derivative of u with respect to x. So that's how we evaluate the derivative for any function of the form e to the u. Now in our case, so our function is y equals e to the 4x. So can we look at that function and compare with e to the u? So in this case, it looks like e to the u, right? And what is u? U is right here. This 4x is u. So we can write this as y equals e to the u, where u is 4x. So as soon as we know what u is, let's figure out du dx. Well, it's just 4 times 1. So the derivative is 4. And therefore, we can apply this formula to figure out our derivative. So let's go back, and we have to figure out the derivative right here. So what is d dx of e to the 4x? That is, by the formula, e to the 4x times the derivative of the u, which is derivative of 4x, and it's just 4. And remember, we have to evaluate this at this point. Okay? So let's rewrite it one more time. So this is 4 e to the 4x, and evaluate at 0, 1. But notice that we just need the x value, because in this formula we just have x. So at this point 0, 1, what is x? X is right here. So you have to figure out what is the value at x equals 0. So plug x equals 0. So 4 times e to the 4 times 0. So this is 4 e to the 0. And recall the property of exponent, e to the 0 is 1. This is 4 times 1, which is 4. So the slope of tangent line to the graph of this function at 0, 1 is 4. Thank you.